What's up, angels? It's the West
See
Coast
you on
Bells, and we are back
bullshit.
with another live. We here to talk about Chuck E. Cheese, aka Charles Freeman, Lisa Van Allen, and we just want to talk about the aura in general. I'm just saying. Um, I'm Misha,
And I'm tired.
and if you haven't already, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get it.
West Coast Bells.
Going. Hey, angels, it's your West Coast
And it was
Bells, and
probably
we're
a
back.
weak ass being that.
And now you know it. We
And she turned the
and now
You
you know
goddamn right I did.
Well, I can't do that with you.
what's up now. We get your game up, niggas. Get your game up.
What's up, angels? We are back. And I just wanted to let you guys know that we're thankful that you guys come through and hang out with us and while we get this commentary in and stuff about you know who. But let's go ahead and dive right into it.
Okay, so we have had some very interesting testimony over the past week, namely Lisa Van Allen and Charles Freeman, aka Showtime, aka Chuck E. Cheese. So I like to call him, or how I like to refer to him affectionately. So, oh no, you didn't. Where you go? She thinks she's slick.
I'm sorry.
I, I was about to duck up out of here and leave you lucky you came back because I'm sleepy. But the things we want to talk about real quick is just a few of the contradictions that Lisa Van Allen made. And do we believe Charles Freeman? Let's start with Lisa Van Allen. What do you think about her testimony, Mish?
um, I think she was a young girl that got caught up with or caught up in a situation and had no idea how far it was gonna go. That's what I think happened. And everything that she did is probably something I would have done too because I'm like that. I mean, I'm not an angel. I'm not an angel, but I'm not a devil. But, if you're doing bad things to me, you can definitely, expect that I might do something back to you, you know?
Well,
So,
here's the thing. I would have stole the tape. I actually would have taken multiple tapes because that's just the kind of girl that I am. I would have taken a few of them tapes out that bag.
yeah,
Only
right.
I wouldn't have told him.
Exactly. See, now that is where I get confused about her, and I know that she was straddling the fence. She was there, she wasn't, she was there, she wasn't. But her taking the tape, nobody knows what was in her mind. It could have been something to keep her closer to him or something that, I don't know what it was, but it I would have handled it the same way. She was in love with him. What's up, Callie King? What's going on? She was in love with him. He dropped her. He did her the way he does everybody. And I mean, he used her, he abused her, and he kicked her to the curb, period.
Okay, so here's my question for you. Why do you think she lied about her age initially?
I don't think she did. Honestly,
She
women,
did.
you know what? Women don't really put their age down. Women don't do that. When young girls lie about their age, they usually increase it. So I'm just not sure that I believe that part of her testimony. And that don't mean what's up, fat boy? And that don't mean that I don't believe her as a victim because I know that anybody that go around this motherfucker is a victim. He turns everybody into a victim. If you go around him and you're not a victim, you will become a victim. So it's not that. It's just that I don't believe that she said she was 17, and that's just something
But she
personal.
did. But she did on the documentary. She said she was 17 years old.
I think she lied on the documentary.
Okay. And that's what I'm asking you. Why do you think she lied about her age initially?
I I don't believe that she did. I don't believe that she told him that she
Girl,
was
listen to what I'm
17.
saying. I'm not saying lied to him. I'm saying lied about her age in the documentary. Lied to the public about how
Oh,
old she was. Yes.
to be
Why
a
do you
part of
think she did it?
to be a part of the case, to be recognized as not an adult that made a choice, but as a minor who was kind of, coerced or groomed or, convinced to make the decisions that she made. And this is the thing, the difference between 17 and 18 is not that much. The only difference is that one is legal and one is not, but mentally it's the same. Hey, SK. SK said, hey, I think she took it so he couldn't use it against her. Plus, he used to share tapes on the bus with certain people, make them watch others. Yeah, see, it's all kind of reasons why she could have took that tape, and it's all kinds of reasons why she could have lied about her age, but mostly, honestly, just to get the recognition that she felt like she deserved. She feels
Yeah.
like I was in a relationship with this man and I was abused. So, in order to get the most recognition, I'm going to say I was 17, you know?
I think that she initially lied about her age, probably so that she wouldn't get in any trouble for sleeping with a minor. I think that she felt the way about being of age and being with a 14-year-old girl. Now, that's up in the air. Nobody will ever know what was going through her head when she decided to, say that she was 17 for their initial contact or whatever. But I mean, I can think of a number of reasons why she would have lied about her age. As far as taking the tape, like I said, I would have took that tape and a couple more. I told you what I would have did.
Callie King said she lied to secure the bag. That might have been a part of it too. It's a lot of different. When people lie, they do have a motive. They got something that they want. I'm not sure if it was recognition. I'm not sure if it was money, but I just can't go into her mind. I just know that I don't believe that she told R. Kelly that she was 17 when she was 18 because young women don't do that. When we meet an
Mm,
older man and
we
they
put our
ask us
age
how
up.
old we are, yeah, of course we
Yeah,
do. I did it. Yeah, of course we
yeah,
do.
yeah. So I mean, I don't have too much to say about her because I'm not gonna give her too much as if she, really done something that wrong. The 1 year difference doesn't make a difference if you ask me. It still puts him in the same place where he likes girls that are younger and underdeveloped. So
And
I feel
impressionable, yeah,
and
basically.
impressionable, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's that about that. But we can move right on to my friend Charles
Chuck E.
Freeman,
Cheese.
aka Showtime, aka Chuck E. Cheese. And we have given him the name Chuck E. Cheese because my dude went for the bag, y'all. He say I want $1 million. He
In
went for the
fresh,
bag.
crisp 20s, dubs. No, hundreds. C-Notes, fool. C-Notes. Yeah. He flat out said he won $1 million, and I would have did the same thing. Dolores said, I thought she took the tape because she found out the girl was 14, but she didn't destroy, oh, she didn't destroy the tape. Um, it's
And
weird
see,
because
you go ahead.
I,
You go ahead, sis.
I would see that's what I would have did. I would have took the tape and burnt it. We know what you said, Dolores. I know what you was trying to say. she, I would have took the tape and burnt it, and they would have never seen me again. And if they questioned me, I'd have been like, I don't know what the hell you talking about. I just don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I do not know what you are talking about, and that's all they would have got from me. So the whole Lisa Van Allen situation, it baffles me because, well, it doesn't because she was stuck. She was trying to leave, but she was stuck. I'm leaving, so I'm gonna take the tape with me. But
It seems
every
like
time
at
I
some
try to
point she
leave, something
realized that
keeps
there was a
pulling me back.
it seems like at some point she realized it was a money grab somewhere. Like she could get paid. Because as we get into Charles Freeman's testimony, it seems like she was really involved
It
in
seems like they were in collusion.
collusion.
Charles
There was
Freeman, Keith Burrell.
collusion.
There was collusion between Charles Freeman, Keith Burrell, and Lisa Van Allen. And of course, after a while, everybody learned that, hey, if you say this about R. Kelly, it's possibly a $250,000 payout for you. But
Exactly.
so, I mean,
Oh,
it
you know
doesn't
he was getting set up left and right. They was bringing him the girls and then telling the girl, "Hey, go call Susan Loggins and
right,
tell her that
right.
you had a relationship with R. Kelly. We gonna get $250,000."
Right. So he was preparing to be betrayed by the girls who he was violating, but he was not preparing to be betrayed by the people who were bringing him those girls and the people that he had behind the scenes on the payroll. He as I said, I was reading Jim's book online earlier, and he said a source told him there was a sex tape of Aaliyah that he destroyed. I believe it. I
I
believe
believe
every
every
word.
word. Believe
Every
every last
last
word.
word.
He there is not a woman that he was with that he did not record in the past 2 to 3 decades. I believe every last word.
The only reason why we don't hear about all of the women that he recorded was because some of them were grown. Some of them were grown. And that's just, I mean, nobody has ever said that R. Kelly only slept with young women because we know that that's not true. But we do know that everybody that he came in contact with, he slept with. Or
Yep.
he turned them into a victim, or he did something. He made them do something sexual or something embarrassing. He made them write embarrassing letters admitting to things that they didn't do. It's just he was preparing to be
Right.
betrayed by people who didn't have the capability of betraying him
So let's
on
go.
the level.
I'm sorry,
Wait,
go
he
ahead.
said the way of people who didn't have the capability of betraying him on a level that the people behind the scenes that actually had their hands in his bank account had. So,
And he
but
said so
Kelly Key
go ahead.
said, though, so did he take Kelly Price? I don't
No,
believe
Kelly
that. No.
wasn't petite enough. See, he likes a particular type of woman, a petite woman. Can you hear me, Misha?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he likes a petite woman. And Kelly Price at the time, she would not have been a petite woman. So I don't think that he had any type of involvement with her. If you're not young, you petite or small. And
Yeah.
she and Kelly Price was far from small at that time.
And she was definitely not impressionable as she had her own career and she had her own power in the industry. So, I don't
Right,
believe.
but is changing faces silence deafening? Absolutely. They ain't said a word. They've been quiet as a mouse, and I
Oh
would love
yeah,
to hear
yeah. Is K Michelle silence loud as
a bullhorn. Yes, it is. And so were her tears. So were her tears. But let's talk about this real quick before we get into Charles Freeman testimony. Who it seems like his personality, he do really seem like he's somebody Uncle Charlie somewhere. But that could be from the reading that I'm listening to from Johan on Atmos channel.
Hey,
but
King, your heart is killing it on happy
he's
shit. I'll be
killing
sitting
it.
up
He's
listening
killing it. If y'all
like,
not
listen.
listening, y'all make sure y'all get the admins and listen to these transcripts. Johanna's killing Charles Freeman case testimony. So listen, I want to talk about these other shady testimonies like Andrea Kelly. If we get into her, oh, he said he fell in love with me when he saw me reading my Bible.
Man, I listen, okay?
I'm not trying to victim shame. I'm just saying when he saw me reading my Bible, but they be leaving out the important parts about you, getting in the cooter, the little girl cooter.
Yeah, no,
Like
yeah, he fell in love with you when he saw that he could push your face in another vagina and you just willingly went along with it like you loved it, ate it like a steak.
I'm gonna agree with that. I'm gonna agree with that. But just so we don't give them each too much, we can move right along. The next person who was a little bit shady, Sparkle, she swear up and down that she wasn't in a relationship with him, but she never said she didn't have a flexual thing with him. And I'm sitting up here in my mind like, girl, you know you lying because everybody that was around him, especially the petite girls, was getting it low. They were laying it low and spreading it wide. Period,
If you
because that's how he had
man,
it.
just like any other rich man in this world, if you're gonna go around him, you're gonna be around him and you're gonna be with him, you're gonna get with his program. Period.
I want
That's
to talk to Mr. Edwards. I want to talk to her ex-husband and see what he says about it. Because from our understanding, or from my understanding for sure, um, based on several interviews that I watched, including Public Announcement with DJ Black, she went to the studio and she ain't never come back. And they had warned him, don't send your wife to him. And he said, no, it's gonna be all right. Everything gonna be fine. She gonna be fine. We doing music and blah blah blah. And he sent his wife to R. Kelly and never seen his wife again. That's how they made it seem. And I feel like Sparkle is leaving out something.
well,
Like
she
you
definitely leave it out something because if Lisa Van Allen got down like that on the first night, the very night that Sparkle went to sleep in the studio, she got down like that too. Aaliyah got down like that. Anybody that went and slept in the studio to work with R. Kelly got down like that. Period. It's just that some of them were grown. And if you were grown and you fucked with R. Kelly, it's your business. I'm a belle, so I don't give a damn what you ask me. I don't have to tell you what I did sexually with nobody. I don't
and I
have to say
won't.
anything, and I won't. I will not. So you're not gonna get me to just tell you all of my sexual business. It's not gonna happen.
It's not
Okay,
gonna happen.
not at all. So I understand Sparkle's position. I'm a grown ass woman. I had sex with somebody I wanted to have sex with. Y'all don't have to know that. It's not your business. You
Okay,
know?
I can get that from that perspective. I get it from that perspective, but if you gonna sing like a bird, and then you leave out little parts, it does affect your credibility. Because when people start coming up, like, and don't get me wrong, because Denise, Rashonda Lanfair, or AKA Jane, it's not that I believe all of her testimony because it does sound so reminiscent of all of the other girls that's still under his spell. It just really sounds a lot like they all have some of the same talking points, which is
Yeah.
to incriminate their guardians or parents. And so, in that, I don't believe everything that she's saying, but me and my own intuition feels that Sparkle did have a sexual relationship with him. I saw them in pictures,
You know what?
and
I'm just gonna put this out here too right now. At 19 minutes and 20 seconds, I'm gonna say this. As far as the very first trial, he did some bad things to people. But if he had the right defense, he could have got off on a simple domestic violence charge. Honestly, um,
I felt that too, Misha,
the,
because
they
I
needed
feel
to
like,
bring up the sexual. What you said last night is that they
yes,
needed to bring up
a
the
sex expert.
a sex expert who would testify as to
Dominance
um,
and submissive in S&M
yeah,
relationships.
and
Yes.
staying in character 24/7.
Yes.
So that would have been more like something that, that would have been something that would have actually helped him instead of asking the girls, were you twerking? Did you go up there and try to entice him when everybody knows that he was the one that did the enticing? And then we learned other things surrounding, all of that. So I don't believe that, SK said, I just understand why she spoke out now against her niece, but
She meant she just
oh, no,
don't
no, she said, "I
understand.
just don't understand why she spoke out now against her niece, but never addressed her ex-husband when he's been
When he's
saying
been
it for the
saying it for
past 3 years
years.
he slept with R. Kelly." Because you know
Exactly.
what? Because it's not nobody's business. That's me and your business. As my ex-husband, if I slept with him and that's why we got a divorce, that's our business. It's not the world business who I slept with.
Mm-mm. The reason why she spoke out against her niece is because her niece has a worldwide platform that's listening to her. Ain't nobody heard her ex-husband say nothing unless they follow this case. But it's not a person in America that don't know this lady said that Sparkle was messing with R. Kelly if they, you know, been in the loop or been watching any kind of news or any type of YouTube, anything, so that's a story in itself. Um, I do feel
It's
like
like it's that whole I want a piece of shit type of thing that, maybe he was telling her. She's just mad because she can't have me. She wanted me. She used to do this. She used to do that. I got pictures of her doing this. I got pictures of her doing that. You know how he do? How to pimps too?
yeah, but it's people that also testified that they had some salacious pictures of Sparkle with R. Kelly too. So I'm feeling a way about the fact that she's not telling her full story because this is my thing. If you support the victims and you are a victim and you're gonna speak out, you need to speak about how you were victimized as
But she
well.
doesn't feel like she was a victim. And see, that's my thing. As a grown woman, okay, some people are of the mind that I walked in here, I did this, so I'm just gonna accept the consequences and whatever happened with it.
Yeah,
And
but
some
do you
people
have to
are
be a
like,
victim to support the victims though?
she supported the victims by coming out. She didn't have to say anything about anything she did because she didn't feel like she was a victim. Hey, he put it in here, he put it in there. I rolled over here, I did this. I'm 27. I liked it.
I
Why would I
understand
say
that, but
anything about it?
it's a pattern with women. It's just like him with the braider, how he nutted on her face.
No,
Damn,
but
I didn't mean to say that.
it was, oh, Lord, demonetized. But anyway, he
Remember, we said we was gonna try to keep this video
we're gonna try to
monetized.
get through this one.
There goes that.
You can't talk about him without saying some very salacious things. And it's interesting because we know that there were plenty more women that he got
Yes, a
to,
lot of,
let's just
of
say.
course, and
But
young women, young girls that
yeah,
ain't on the record.
exactly. But the older women, of course, they're not gonna say nothing because they was with it. It's a group. It's a certain group and a certain type of woman that's out there that's with that shit. Okay, they are with that shit and they are not
Yeah, but
saying
there are
anything.
some older women that got the nerve to come out and be saying something like that. Asante McGee and that kitty lady. I told you, girl, I feel special way about them, but like I said, I try not to victim shame, so I don't be saying how I really want to let them have it. But
Hey,
I mean, you
we
was
got
just a grown ass
GOD.
woman in a bad relationship, if you
Hey,
ask me.
we got the grown little boy in the house. You already
Hey,
know. Show some respect to the goat. He said, yes, there are. Like, it's so many more women. He said, I don't think this all the feds have. And I think they're going to pound him this week. See, that's what I want to wait to see. I want to wait to see what else is coming out. I don't care about nobody that didn't say that they fucked him when they did because ultimately, if you did it and you wanted to, you don't, and you was a grown ass woman, you don't have to say nothing. All I care about is that she did say something about her niece. If I see, that's what shows integrity to me. Is like, look, I sucked this dick. I wanted to. She was a kid. She didn't want to. What's happening? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel it was with her. And that's why I feel like there is some integrity in her story. Like, because she could have been like, he did me the same way. He promised me this, he promised me that. But check this out. She got it. She slept in
Who
the
you talking about,
studio.
Sparkle?
Yeah, she slept in the studio. She slept with him. She got a hit. It's so many women that do that. They sleep with their
She
producer for
did
a
get a
hit.
hit, but then she lost everything behind this. She lost her whole career, everything. She ain't came out with a song since.
Yeah,
She ain't
that's
even been
true.
featured. She ain't even been featured on nothing. I mean, she ain't even sung. She
That's
can't even
true.
sing background.
That's
You
true.
feel what
That's
I'm
true.
saying? While
But you know
Devontae
what?
talking about she got a 6 octave range, she ain't used that octave range on nothing. And it looked like she done lost her edges.
But you know what, Larry is right though. The feds, they sitting on some shit. And you know what? They probably have a lot of videos with females who appear to be minors, but because they can't be identified, they don't know who they are and they can't do nothing. He said,
Bro,
man, she's
boy
not even
said
on Wild and Out.
she not even on Wild and Out. Exactly. She can't get on nothing. I mean, I'm just saying.
Just crazy.
And
It is crazy. It is
yes, the
crazy.
feds, when the feds said they have 100 devices, you have to understand how many videos, how many movies, how many clips each of these devices can
How many
hold.
pictures? Yes. It's so many. Well, okay, so an iPhone can hold up to now the new ones can hold up to I think
It depends on which one
256
you
gigs.
have. It
I think
depends
it
on
can
which
hold up.
one you have.
Yeah, I think it can hold up to 256 gigs, and that might wait. The new one might be on a 500 gig uh platform, but either way, that's a lot of footage. That is a
Yes.
lot of pictures. That's
And they
like
had iPads, iPhones, and this goes back so far that they even had all of them VHS tapes from back in the day. And on top of that, they didn't just have the original tape that we saw with the girl. They have tons of videos with that same lady with Rashonda Lanfear, aka Jane. They have a gang of videos with her. So the one that she was describing when he was in the when she was in the living room is different from the one when they was in the Colorado room. The Colorado room was the original tape. She
yeah,
described when they was in the living room and they broke it down so cold like this. They went like this. They asked her what was about to happen in the tape. The only person or people that would know what was in that tape are the people that was in that room
yeah,
that
and he
actually
peed on her again,
participated.
and
And
he
she
peed on
described,
her
give
again
me
in
two
there
seconds. She
too.
described word for word exactly what was about to happen.
Yeah, and he peed on her again in there too, and I'm just
Yes, he
disgusted.
did.
Like, just please, does it ever stop? And why are you peeing everywhere? Like, that is nasty. And like, he,
What does that serve? I just want to know, like, what type of pleasure does that give? I mean, I remember you talking about, squirting or whatever, and that was, to me, that's peeing in the bed. But I mean, I remember you saying something about it, doing something,
this,
and
this nigga will pee. He will. He just start peeing. Oh, I can't even imagine having sex with somebody and they just start peeing on me.
that's disgusting. Like, that is so. Do you know you cannot do me like that? You can't do me like that, but we're not even going to talk about me. We're going to keep on talking about this case. Now, this is what I want to know. why do the P Hive? Why does the P Hive always want to come and compare apples to oranges? This got to be the most ignorant damn people that I ever tried to have an intellectual conversation with in my life. Like as soon as they start talking, I'll be like, "Oh shit, you gotta be from the Midwest." Like, and I'm not even trying to insult the people from the Midwest, but damn, like the people from Chicago that support him are stupid,
Girl, he
like
said, I want the person who
boneheads.
had to clean that shit up on the stand. That's what we need. And that's true if it got cleaned up. What
I
if
know
it
that
just
living room smell like pee. The
smell like
Colorado room smell like pee. Cause they said he nasty like that. Ain't nobody clean that stuff up. Everywhere he went smell like pee. His drawers smell like little boy pee pee drawers.
that
Everything
smell
smell
like
like
that?
pee around here.
Listen, we heard that it smelled far from little boy pee pee. Okay, it
Yeah,
smelled
cause
like
I heard he got yeast
boy.
infection.
It smelled like boy juicy. Okay,
The
that's
funky
what.
Watusi.
Yes, that's what we heard. We heard
The
it smell
funky
like
Watusi.
that. Tears in the building, eh? Tears is silly. She said, "Soil busy bag." No, for real, for real. I'm
Listen,
serious.
I'd have got fired that day.
Look,
Period. As soon as you talk about some clean up some pee,
he would have got hit in the PP. Okay, you are not about to pee on me. You can't even pee next to me. Like seriously, that's not. And look, he said they talking about living in luxury. You can't live in luxury if you don't take showers. You can't
you
put
can't live in luxury if you pissing all over your luxurious house neither.
yeah, and you can't put on what purpose does it serve to go and buy a $5,000 pair of drawers if you just gonna put dookie in them? Like it just doesn't even make sense. What's up, mom? Life, love. What's going on?
It's a lot of this thing as we've been following this for years. Every time we learn something or hear something, it's like it really is a lot on it. But this whole case is extra. It's been extra from the very beginning, and now, of course, we knew that all the girls wasn't telling the full truth and some of their lies are being exposed. But when it comes down to it, at the core, at the base, that shit is real. This is real. What he did and what's
Look, he
happening,
said,
what
I
he
never
continued
fixed
to
my
do.
mouth. He said, I never fixed my mouth to ask a female to pee on them. Wow, how that go? And that look, that the only time I have ever heard about that is from prostitution stories about Johns who wanted or tricks who wanted to
I got a story
who
like that. I'll tell
came-
you about it later.
who who wanted to pay the pee out of you know what I'm saying? We live in Vegas, we grew up in Vegas, y'all. So don't underestimate the shit that might come out our mouth about
Don't
our
judge me
children.
either, bitch.
We got a story to tell. We got a story to tell, okay? And look, it ain't this pissy ass story that's going on right now. Um, but what's crazy is this: when you add it all up, people that want to say, "Oh, that's not him." Those are people that's still living in the death row days. We have advanced in technology, people. You can no longer say that it's not you on tape. You can no
That's
longer
dumb
say,
as hell.
"Yeah, look, I can't even tell the judge it's not me." If it's me, I can't tell the judge it's not me. I can't
First of
tell the
all,
judge.
the first thing they gonna do is find out if this is your device. Was it purchased by you? Is it in your name? Is it connected to you in any type of way? Then they're gonna take all of these images across the board and they're going to match the faces in the images and say, is this the same person across these images, across these videos? Then they're gonna look at you and say, are you the person in these images? And they use face, like I said the other night, facial recognition technology for this. With just 1 to 2 devices or 1 to 2 images, it's a 90 plus percent rate. with multiple images and multiple videos to compare against this face. It's 99.99. It's biometrics. It's like a freaking fingerprint. You can't get away with shit. You can be in a crowd, and if a particular camera takes an image of this crowd, and they looking for a particular person, they have a picture of that person, they can literally narrow down which one of the people fit that profile in that picture. It could be 1,000 people
Right. I
if they
got a
can
million
enhance
questions
that
too.
image. So
Exactly. And it's just as reliable as a fingerprint. Just like
it
a
is.
fingerprint can open your phone, your face can open your phone. There's no one else's fingerprint that can open your phone. No one else's face can open your phone unless you have an identical twin like I do, and we've tested it. And it does work. We can open
And I
each
can
other's
open,
phone on facial
yes,
recognition.
I can
But
open my sister's phone with my face,
right.
but
But
that's
he
because
don't
we're
have a
identical
twin.
twins.
Exactly. And my brother can't open my phone because we are not identical twins, period. And that's it. It's not gonna happen. Like he said, I really wish he could get out for a day and pee on us. I just we can
They
talk about
need it. They need it. They need like a
the
golden
golden
shower.
shower. The
They
golden shower.
do. They do, or a cup of doo doo to eat or something, because that's the only thing seem
Oh,
like would get through to them. Like these fools literally be trying to sit up in a crowd and convince people, no matter what you say, they got something to refute it. Well, the tape wasn't authenticated back then. When Levi said that the other day, I almost fell out my seat. And it took me everything in me to stay composed and calm and try to give him a light read. Like, listen, Levi, you just been sitting up here talking for 5 minutes and you haven't said nothing. And then here he go. Instead of answering the question, he gonna start again explaining why he talks the way he. You don't have to be condescending and try to treat us like we don't have any education whatsoever. I'm very well educated, college educated at that, and so I understand how to communicate across the board and listen to people. And I know when somebody is talking for 5 minutes and they haven't said anything, but instead of him saying something, he gonna say, "Well, this is the way I talk, and I've always talked like this, and blah blah blah." And like, no, we don't need your polite conversation or your articulate manner. We don't need that. We need an answer to the question. I take a stupid answer over some articulate bullshit any day.
hey, GLB, we gonna need some baby wipes or something. We can we take a minute for a second? Can we take a break? Can we
Listen, let
take
me tell you something. Party's over. Party's
a
over as soon as it start raining. And listen, let me
right?
tell you something. And
But I
he,
learned to live, I learned to live with Levi. It's been a long time. Levi always been the same Levi. If that's really his cousin, he doing what he's supposed to do. I would actually keep quiet about it. I wouldn't say nothing. Like people
right.
that really know what to do when people get into shit, don't say shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what happened with Shekinah with Ti and Tiny. She kind of just kept her damn mouth shut. We in a fucking federal case. Don't go on the internet saying shit. I don't need you to say nothing. Shut the fuck up. That's what I need you to do. And that's what Levi probably should have done. But hey, if he were, hey, you can't teach a person how to fight. You know what I'm saying? All I know is I fight different. You know.
My thing is this: what composure do you have to have as a child to, when the stuff start hitting your mouth, to just lay there and take it?
Uh, um,
Most kids would jump up
be
and
like,
you
yeah.
know,
Yeah,
you know.
women don't even like being in the wet spot after sex. Just tell me to pee everywhere. What the? I'm trying to. I'm look. I'm going. Look, you got that's your spot now.
I can't take it. That is your spot.
That's
That's your
your
spot.
spot now. What's up, Black Girl Beauty? What's going on? Uh, I would have asked him why he want to pee too. That is, it makes perfect sense to question it, But young girls don't. That's why he like them so young because they not gonna ask no questions. Older woman is definitely gonna be like, hold on, wait. You don't want to put nothing down before you do this, or you want to like you just gonna do this right? You say you want to do this right here. You don't
I
want us to
mean,
go to
where
the
was the
bathroom,
shock factor though? Like
like
I had saw her initial reaction, like she was somewhat surprised, but where's the total shock and awe? Like, what the f- are you
I
doing?
would have been mortified. Like you know what? I think that as
My
a
mouth.
14, as a 14-year-old, we know young a young girl, or we knew young girls back then that were getting with 20 something year old men.
Yes, we did. Yes, we
But
did.
we weren't like that, and we not angels. You know what I'm saying? Even though y'all are angels, and thanks to all of the angels because you guys, the Bell's angels, do make this possible, and y'all making this possible. And thanks for rocking with us. But we're not angels. But I don't think we would have. I wouldn't have got down with R. Kelly at 14. I
Well,
think.
I ain't gonna speak on that. I don't know about 14, but probably by about 16, he probably could have got me.
Oh, at 16, it would have been over. At
Yeah,
16,
he could have got me.
I would have been on stage like the rest of these women, with my piece of shit trophy. Like, look what I won, y'all.
You'd have been
My,
out there like
with my
had our parents out there looking for you like they was looking for Adriel
right, with
and
my
Joycelyn.
right. I have my doo doo trophy on stage. Like, I would like to thank you and you and you. You're a hater. You all are haters. F you. Who's
You know
coming
what's
with
really
me?
weird? This is what I want to know. How did Joycelyn get so far gone? Like she is gone. I don't even think she's Joycelyn anymore. She what he call a cookie. She cookie now. She's not Joycelyn no more. And I don't think she gonna come back. Like by the time her mind kind of even snaps out of it, life will have changed so much that she's all the way out of the loop. She's not a part of anything with her family or nothing. She won't have nothing.
Girl, when she go outside, it's gonna be like when Clyde took the warden to get the new warden, and he saw everybody with them afros outside in the movie Life, and he was like, "What the?"
No, it's gonna be like I'm gonna get you sucker when the fly super fly guy gee, sugar what his name? Sugar Bear. Uh Huggy Bear.
Huggy Bear, when he got out there with the fish tank
And
shoes
the
on,
fish in the shoe.
he was walking down the steps like all sideways and shit. Like shit, I'm out now. These bitches better watch.
Oh, he was killing it too. He just knew he was mean. He was mean. He started looking around. Everybody laughing at him. He running down the street. That's how she gonna feel. That's how she gonna feel exactly because it's like when
Sorry, I'm sorry.
you leave one more time and see what
My,
because you
my
think you slick.
bad.
You think you slick with these technical problems, but you got me up. It's 12 o'clock on the West Coast, 12 a.m. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We
Hey,
love
hey,
y'all for rocking with them the Bells Angels.
right. Larry said Joycelyn was there behind Dominique, V, Hallie, Ass, Summer, Juice, probably a million other girls. Yes. Go home, Joy, please. Yes. Yellow hearts for Joy, everybody. We really want to see her united with her family. And you know what? Excuse me for saying so, but just by listening to her diction, college student or not, she just did not sound like the brightest bulb. And so I'm just wondering if she feels like that. I wonder if she like feels unintelligent or if she feels less than confident about
She
uh,
sounds just like R. Kelly when she talk.
about the way
I
she
told
comes
y'all a
off.
million times. I'm happy where I'm at. Okay, first of all, prepositions do not go at the end of the sentence. Everybody knows this. You do not say where I'm at. It's where I am. You know. But I'm not gonna be an English teacher in here. But she sounds exactly like R. Kelly when she speaks. It's almost like she never went to college. It sounds like a sixth grader talking when I hear her speak. Just like when I hear R. Kelly actually speak.
Oh no, 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 no! When you listen to Jonjolin and her diction, she doesn't exactly have a phenomenal grasp for grammar
Or
either,
syntax.
or an excellent command of syntax. Um,
And
but
I'm not trying to talk about the girl, but damn,
exactly. But
she
that's what I
really
wonder. I
ruined her
wonder if,
life.
yeah, I wonder if that contributes to her lack of confidence because, Azriel, she comes across as very confident, even though we know that it's going to take her to be 40 before she realizes what she lost from 17 to 22, you know? So,
Yeah.
but she still comes across a lot more intelligent, and that had to be some type of contributing factor into why she's not there no more, so I hope that Joy,
Yeah, because she's a
uh,
little bit smarter.
yeah, I hope that Joy, where she can't find it in her own mind or in her own heart to see what's happening to her, I hope God put it there for her.
You
That's
know
what
what really hurt me when I was watching them fall out when they was at the Trump Towers and they was kind of moving out of R. Kelly space, and it looked like Azriel things were coming clear for her, and she got like upset and she balled up her lip a little bit. You know how a kid ball up their lip when they
yeah,
pouting. And
yeah,
and when I saw that happen, I was like, oh my God, this girl is a baby. And she literally is coming to. She's coming out of the fog and she's realizing what happened to her somewhat, even though she still don't get it. She
right.
still don't get it. And then they got all kind of reports of her hoeing out in Dubai. Like I'm like, and stealing. I'm like, that's just terrible. I really hope that all of these girls be able to come out of this, recover fully, and have a normal life. A normal life, whatever they feel is normal. Not my normal. My normal is growing up, having a career, getting married, having kids, and living out my life with a family. That's my normal. But it's not the same for everybody, and I get that. But I just, whatever they feel is normal, outside of R. Kelly, that's what I want for them. And that's what I hope they have because it's just sad. It's sad to see when she balled up her lip. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this girl. She at that moment, even though she had her breast done and she was cussing Joy out and all kind of stuff and going at it with her. In that moment, I was like, this is a child. This is a little girl.
Yes,
22,
black
23,
girl
or
beauty,
not.
the disconnect is real. Even when she said, Rob lied to all of y'all. It was almost as if she believed that he was telling
That
her to
w-
stay still.
no, it was like she felt like we was stupid and she was smart. And we sitting up here like we know he was lying. We've been trying to tell your ass that.
Like, girl, you have yet to
You the one
realize
getting gaped.
exactly what you've been lied to about.
You're the one being boozled,
Yes.
honey.
The only person I think that could be the only person that I think could run with Robert is the person who gave his ass herpes because that's who he deserved.
But we'll never know who that was because I know he don't remember because he real nasty. They say
Ooh,
he stink.
stink, stink, and stanky, and ooh.
Like, and
And
for a man to stink, for like a man to stink between his legs, he gotta be real nasty.
like he said, this is horrible. This is an easy one. We shouldn't have to be fighting with people. You know what? That's the honest to God truth. And I told my sister that this supporting and non-supporting of R. Kelly has become has taken so many twists and turns in the YouTube streets that you wouldn't believe some of the things that have happened just behind people supporting and not supporting R. Kelly. So I agree. Like, especially this is the thing. They're, I, even though they want to say he's innocent, they say he's not innocent at the same time. And I don't think that they're realizing that that's what they're saying. You know, you're saying that he's innocent and he's guilty. You are. That's what you guys are saying. You know, so yeah, mom life stank. Okay, and
Stank.
I'm gonna go off course real quick. If you just came from the gym and or playing basketball and
That's a different kind of stand. That's a just a
yeah, they said
manly
he
man
would do that.
stank.
And you know what they said he would do it for 2 weeks at a time. So he got old sex on him. He got he done wiped from back to front. He got doodle crumbs on his
Girl,
butt. He is not the I would not be able to go down there. I wouldn't
I
even be
not
able
me,
to
not
get
with my
near it.
nose.
No,
Not with my nose. Give me some of them big thick rubber dishwashing gloves and a toilet cleaner, toilet bowl scrubber.
right, right. He is no
No.
guilty. Actually, you
We
can't even
gonna
find a way for
do
him to be
this
innocent.
first.
There is no way. There is no way. There is
We
no
got
way.
a little housekeeping to do first.
Yeah, he itched it. Look, he said he itched it. His nails dirty. Yes, just unkept, just nasty. Just he got he got crud in the corner of his eyes. The only the only way his face is clean is because he took his nails and he dug in the corner of his eyes and he spit on his finger and got the crust off the corner and this motherfucker go act like he washed his face this morning. Ugh. I'm not
One thing
here
I
for
do
that.
know though is the TV and the people, they definitely know how to make a person look guilty because he looked like a predator now to me. You know, back in the day, we thought he was kind of handsome. He had a little sex appeal. Now, there's some beady eyes now. What you call it? That
That
slope,
slow fast
like
that
in
slow fast
his
friend.
eyes looking real close together, like
He looked
something
real
ain't right.
criminal like. Yeah, he looked real criminal
You know.
like his mama should have got him some medicine to correct that.
Girl, it seemed like she had to. She
Yeah.
might. Ooh, I was about to say something real ignorant. Ooh, I ain't gonna even. Oh, thank you, Lord. Listen, that's why I'm thankful that God keep His hand over my mouth and His arm around my shoulder. Because sometimes I'll be about to say some ignorant stuff.
No, look what I said earlier. He gave that girl. Remember when he was on stage and he gave that girl a towel to wipe his area and to wipe his tongue and stuff. He should have gave her a full driveway brush and a pressure washer and a bucket of suds.
Yeah, because do you know what kind of infection you can put up in somebody's cooter by licking them with gingivitis like that? Like
Ugh,
I can't take it's the gingivitis mouth for me. You can't do that. Like your mouth stank. Your mouth is nasty. You cannot put your mouth on me.
this
You
nigga
can't do
said
that.
smelling like booty and cigars. Yes, booty,
And this is
cigars.
my question. This is my thing. When the level of deviance reaches when deviance reaches that level, then what else is there? He's had sex with so many different women that he don't even find it exciting anymore. So, then we have to find out that he been with men and he's, been with little boys and he grew in a girl to be his little boy toy. Like, are we serious?
Yeah, but
Like,
wait a minute. Everybody say he stunk, he stunk, he stunk. But imagine this: he was only going in tainted vaginas. Do you know what a tainted vagina smells like? On top of having his own, I've been in this. I haven't took a bath. I just been playing basketball. He done went in a dirty cooter and he's
that's what I
walking
need to know.
around with dirty cooter on him. That is the worst smell
Oh
in
my god,
the
smell like dead damn fish. Smell like dead catfish. Remember we used to go fishing and Daddy used to put the fish in the cooler. And oh Lord, oh if it's hot outside, oh my God, that stank. That stank. Ugh, that stank. But but here's my thing. Like I just don't. I'm trying to figure out how I want to say this. It's beyond the stink. It's the mental. It's like what kind of man do you have to be for a man to say you got to call me daddy and they actually do it?
a rich gay man.
I mean, I'm saying like,
He
or
goes
not
to
even a
a rich
rich,
gay man.
apparently not a rich man. Just
Before he
I
went
can't.
to jail, he was rich. He was still able to make things happen financially. You know, um,
And
he
people will
had
do
more
anything for
financial.
money, huh?
Yeah, he had more financial reach than somebody like me or you. You know, so
Yeah.
somebody that's hungry for it or thirsty for it, hey, call me daddy.
I can't even laugh because I'm
Daddy,
sitting up here trying
call
to
me.
figure out the nigga that calling him daddy and then going home to his wife.
This
Like
big
that's what we
burly
doing.
motherfucker acting like he ain't sent the messages. He ain't even. I don't think Don got no wife. I just don't believe he does because he got tangled. He got in a little web. Got tangled up in the web with Cash, along with Angelo and Tim. So I don't, even though Angelo and Tim do have wives, I don't think Don do. But look, hey, look, that boy said, "Call me, daddy."
Like for real, serious. Like
That's what he said. Like, no, and then got the nerve to want to redact it. Like, look, I just don't want people to see that. Basically, that's what he said to the judge. Look, I don't want everybody to know that I called him daddy. Okay? Could you take that part out? Could you make it so nobody can see it?
you did call him daddy.
Yeah, you did.
You
You
did
did.
call him daddy.
You did.
I sought you.
I I saw
I
you.
can't. I
I saw
can't.
you at the other house. All right, so since y'all trying to go to sleep on us, what? Let me do this. I wasn't gonna do it tonight, but
Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America, America.
he know he needed the shots. How you gonna ask somebody do they got their shots? It wasn't gonna protect them from the herpinator.
Listen, just that video alone in this context make him seem so sick. Like he couldn't stop recruiting women. Everywhere he go, he just want to take something home. Like what has to be this got to be a psychological problem where you can't shut off your dick energy. Like I just don't understand. Like everywhere you go, you thinking about Cootie?
Hey, you know what? Just like Eddie Murphy said, he carrying around that shit like luggage. He gonna have it forever, and he trying to give it to as many people as he can. Just nasty. Like the little
Well,
boy and his mom with the tampons. Y'all go, baby, go find that video. Yeah, he said, I sought you. I did at the other house. You
you
do.
do use
You
these.
do use
Don't you
these
use these for
for
your
your butt.
butt?
Don't you use these for your butt? you you do.
So look, let's get back to this Charles Freeman testimony because the Charles Freeman testimony is it was getting kind of thing. Well, this is what they're doing. It seems like It seems like they're going in circles now because they're trying to get him to incriminate himself, or should I say, they're trying to damage his credibility by getting him to double talk or say something contradictory to what he's already said. Now, he didn't already said they hired me to go get the tapes, and I asked them for $1 million.
Yeah,
And he said he only made 3 copies of the original, which would have gave him 4 tapes total, right?
yeah, and he
But
said that Herbie Hancock was his personal friend. He said Herbie Hancock would call him when he wanted to get things done. You know, when he had something needed done. You
he's a
know.
very good person to know, apparently. But look, it seems like I want to say that Chuck E. Cheese is he seems Showtime seems kind of honest to me. Um, it does seem like he may be a little foggy on some of the details because it's been so long. But one of the details I think he's actually lying about is how many tapes he made. I believe he made 17 copies.
Oh, he still got tapes. He
He
still
still
got
got
tapes.
tapes.
Yes, Herbie Hancock in the in the flesh. Herbie Hancock, the Herpinator.
It's
Okay.
true. It's true.
And Charles Freeman got, look, aka Chuck E. Cheese, got more tapes and more tapes. He's still waiting. Like, look, if this shit ever blow up again, I'm gonna have me one still.
He got a solid gold VHS tape. No, but listen, let me tell you what Charles Freeman got now. He don't just have VHS. He got it on CD. He got it on the thumb drive. Got it on the hard drive. He
uh,
got it copies everywhere. He got it in the vault,
Diddy,
the safe
Diddy,
deposit
VHS,
box.
iPod. He got it on iPod. He done emailed it to himself a couple times. Sure. He got it
Ooh,
on a flash
Ben a herp.
stick.
Not the Ben a herp.
Ooh, been a Herb Arnold. Oh yeah, I like that. We gonna add all the names. We gonna add all the names. We gonna start addressing him by his full name:
I
Herpy
got.
Hancock, the Herpinator, Bennerherp Arnold. Kelly has struck
I'm
again.
just. I'm just saying. I'm still trying to figure out where there's got to be something disconnected in that brain. But back to Chuck E. Cheese and all of his copies of this tape. Because if you remember back in the day, that tape, that recording that was online, it was real grainy. You could barely make out what was going on, except you could see that was a little girl, and you could see R. Kelly beady eyes and his slow forehead sitting up
And how
there.
close together they was. Hmm.
Right, right. But at some point, that tape reappeared online clear. Like if you look it up now on which I don't because I don't look up child porn, but I believe there's a clear version in circulation now on the deep web. And I would bet that Charlie Freeman, that Uncle Charlie, had something to do with it.
I would have to. Look, let me tell you something. It's
He
just
was
like,
gonna
look,
get his money one way or another, as you can
I was
see.
what exactly. And look, and look. Larry said Chuck had to know this day would come. After all, he wasn't on tape. Okay, he wasn't on the tape, so he knew. Like this nigga always recording this stuff. This just one tape. If this shit ever surface on everything, I'm the one. I'm getting my paper. But you know what? I even want on the very lowest level. I saw an episode of the Fresh Prince where they found out Hillary had dropped out of school and Will
Oh
was
yeah, they was
bribing her.
blackmailing her.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And oh, then look,
and Carlton
Carlton was
found out.
like, are
Yeah,
you washing his drawers? You know, and she was like, nah. He was like, you
will you
wash
wash
mine.
mine?
You know, and she was merely going to him for help. You know, like this is what's happening to me. I'm being bribed. So, and he bribed her too. So that's what happened, you know. I mean, it's the way the cookie crumbles. You do dirt, and
You know,
ultimately somebody's gonna do dirt to you. You know, I mean,
agreed. But my thing with Lisa Van Allen, I feel like at some point she went from victim to sort of like perpetrator because I do feel like she started to extort him. You know,
oh
not
yeah, she saw
firsthand.
money. She saw
Yeah,
money in it. I would
yeah,
have to.
maybe
I would
not
have.
firsthand, but definitely a little extortion on her part. And I just feel like, you know, I understand that she, went through some things and some things happened to her. But once it turns around, I just don't know how you get to still be a victim. Once the tables turn and you actually turn around to victimize your perpetrator,
Um,
that's like the
hurt people, hurt people,
okay.
hurt people, hurt people. So that's just the way that was. He hurt her real bad, and so she tried to hurt him too. That's the way we do. If we can, if I feel like you hurt me and you just trying to send me off like you ain't gonna never hear from me again, and I'm younger in that mind frame, it's about revenge for young women. As a grown ass woman, I'm out. All you gotta do is show me you don't want me, and I ain't gotta be here, and I won't be here. Period.
And look, grown little boy is right. She should have extorted. I feel I know what I would have done. So when you
Uh,
say she should have extorted him, I get that totally, and I am in 100% agreement with you. And then also the she was a victim because she was a child, whether she was 18 or 17. Yeah, she was a kid. She was a kid. I look at my
who's the
daughter
man with
17,
the
about to be
herpes
18. That's still
pants?
my baby.
Hey, who's the man with the herpes pants? Wait, I can't with that boy.
A nigga with a motherfucking nine in his hand. Look,
Oh my God.
I
Look, a
know this
nine
shit
inch
definitely.
dildo. A 9 inch dildo. Look, look,
Yikes.
look. And you know what? A lot of people don't believe Geronda. I believe the shit she said. I believe that. How can how can you can't make that shit up.
Yeah,
You
you
just
can.
can't.
Yeah,
You
you can.
cannot. You can't. You can't. Not
You can make it up, but I don't think she is. I think
as
she's
a
telling
young
the truth.
girl. Yeah, as a young girl, I just don't think that our minds get that colorful. You know. You know.
And wasn't
She
she
should
getting
have been.
paid
She
like
was
five
a child
thousand
in
dollars a
broken
month?
Atlanta. Exactly.
Wasn't she getting paid about $5,000 a month for her NDA?
Yeah.
Think about being a young girl getting paid $5,000 a month.
Right. Okay. At the age of 18, we all done some stupid shit. I did some stupid shit at 19 too. And wait, maybe even 20 and 21. I got married at 19. So that in itself was a mental health issue. Okay. And stayed 17 years, well, 15 years in the toxic marriage. It took like another year to get
I
divorced
believe
after
every
that.
girl
But
that went under oath too. I believe every girl that went under oath as well. I just don't. I feel like they all been telling the same story ever since somebody's been asking them. And when you have a consistent story, for me, it has to be coming from somewhere and not just out of nowhere. Like when
yeah,
somebody lying, if they tell that story so many times, it's gonna be some inconsistency somewhere. Like with what's her name, Lisa Van Allen. All of a sudden, she's telling the story that she was 18, and I do think that she had her reasons for saying that she was 17
yeah.
because
A-
she was sleeping with a kid.
and you know what? Whether she was 17 or 18 shouldn't matter
It don't
because
matter.
mentally it's the same age. It's the
It
same
is.
age.
It
17,
is.
you be 17 at the start of the 12th grade and 18 at the end of it, okay?
Right. Or 18 to 19, some people,
You
depending on
know,
when your birthday is. But yeah,
right,
it's
right.
true.
But for most, you 17 when you start the 12th and 18 when you finish, or somewhere around there. But it's still the same age, it's still the same mental capacity, it's still the same
Yeah.
mentality. You cannot, you only have so much life experience at 17 or 18. And it's not that much, you know,
Well,
and
I'm
not
gonna
by
put it like this. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, sis, but I feel like this. I feel like the state already has all of the information that they need and proof that they need to throw him under the jail. And I feel like they've already proven their case. I think the
right,
rest of this process is just the process. That's just what it is, and they have to go through this. But I would guarantee that the jury has already made up their mind.
right. And
I
he
I mean,
absolutely wanted them there, Larry. He did. And the feds definitely gonna find out. And he wanted them there. And ultimately, the person that gave out the herpes, the person that gave out all the dick, and the person that was beating on them girls was R. Kelly. And guess what? If he didn't, they would still love him and they would all probably still be with him. He could have a harem of women if he was treating them right. He could
that's
have,
true. But he
uh,
doesn't like women like that. He has resentment towards women. Like he actually deep down it seemed like he hate women.
but check this out. He could have had them little girls and had them become women and never ever go against him if he treated them right.
But he doesn't like
You
women. That's
know,
why he couldn't treat them right.
exactly.
He
Like
don't like women
seriously.
like that. He don't because look at how he did his hairstylist spitting on her and then
Like, why is
you
everybody
know.
acting like he was just handing out roses and diamonds and bags and furs and cars and houses and all kind of money when if that's the case, don't nobody start hating you when you doing that.
And you know what? That's exactly what I wanted to say too. If he stunk like that and he had all these girls in all these rooms, like how many bathrooms did he have for everybody to take a shower? Because I know if girls was going 2 and 3 days without eating, they was definitely going 2 and 3 days without taking a shower.
Yes,
That
and look,
house had to stink.
The enterprise, he paid for the travel. He fed him, he housed him, he slept with him, he recorded him, and it was his plan. He is guilty, and that is the enterprise. He did it by all means necessary and through all the resources that and through and by all the resources that he had around him. Period.
But what I'm trying to figure out is when these women, because you know these are young women, what
I
about when
feel
they was
bad
on
for
their
the
cycle?
hairstylist too. Look, I
What
feel bad for
about
the uh,
yeah, I felt so bad for the hairstylist too because she wasn't even involved with him like that flexually. She wasn't involved with him like that. She just really just wanted to do his hair and be a part of it because it was helping her build her name and her brand and her business. You know, she really didn't want to be with him like that. But of course, if he had come at her the right way, I think she would have probably been down with it. But my question, I'm back to this stench thing, this stank thing. Like, no, for real. Like, what about when the girls is on a cycle, and can't take a shower or don't have feminine products or something? Like, I just,
and
and then,
have a venereal disease. Okay,
oh my God.
uh, just don't even.
And not even just venereal disease. Think about this: how when you have sex like with multiple partners, bacterial vaginosis, trichomonas, all this nasty stuff that can happen to the hoo ha, like
Oh
it
my
break the
god!
cooter. It break
Look,
the cooter.
yes, that is terrible. And he said you have to understand while Rashana was on trial and out of the country, he had a girl on a bus, which was more than likely Rashana's cousin. Then he had Drea locked in the closet. Hey man, listen, he,
Wait a
he
minute.
was
Homegirl
drunk.
said she was on the bus too. Lisa Van Allen said that he had her on the bus at some point, and that he was doing a show, and between sets he would come out and have sex with her on the bus.
The bus driver said the bus smelled like baby wipes and ass. He had to take it, have whole baths. That
Mm-mm.
is so nasty. And I know it's not funny. It's not. But the baby wipes and ass, I'm just like, listen, I would not even be able to have sex in an environment like that. I'm just a different kind of woman, okay? Like that would just turn me off. completely. Okay. I mean, damn, do it have to smell like that in here?
Right.
What is that? I love me a good looking, good smelling man, which is why every
Yes.
chance I get, I buy my husband cologne and body washes and lotions so that when I get next to him, his skin, his beard, his hair will smell nice. You
Yeah.
know,
I agree
bad
with you.
smells make me gag. It be throw up everywhere. He fucking with me. He'd just be like, they call me TU. I just be
And I agree. I
fucking
agree
up
with you,
everywhere.
sis. I agree with you, sis. And on that note, I do feel like we have pretty much beat this subject to death. We have talked about the contradictory testimonies and the Charles Freemans and the Chuck E. Cheese. If you don't have nothing else that you want to cover, we could probably close this out with our people and be these good nights.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and say yes, Larry. Everybody that support him look like all the men that look like all the men that support him do look like they stink. Period. Okay, look, just kind of look like they could use a grooming, uh, a shower brush, a loofah. You know,
I bet
some.
that loofah was stank.
And on that note, thank y'all for watching. I'm Misha.
And I'm Ty.
And if y'all haven't already, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hey, what's up, fat boy? He said bells. What's up,
What's
fat
up?
boy?
What's up?
What's up?
Look, we both trying to dip out, but if y'all got something we need to talk about, just spit it out.
I'm just saying. Somebody say something. What's the matter, honey? Cat got your tongue?
Listen, play the theme song just one last time.
All right,
Just
wait,
play the
wait, wait.
song one last
All
time.
right, here we go, y'all.
Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America, America.
Yeah, I think he might have been asking, are we the Bells? Yes, we are
We are the West
Bells,
Coast Bells.
the West Coast Bells. Just like they have Southern Bells, we're Bells as well, just from the West Coast. Okay,
That's right. We wear hoop earrings and snapbacks.
that's
And
right.
occasionally we'll put on a church hat for you if you need
Yeah.
us to.
We're from LA. We live in Vegas. We're Raiders fans. We've been Raiders fans since
And
the Bo
Lakers
knows
fans.
everything, right? Like, since the Bo knows everything, Raiders.
And Lakers and Lakers.
And Lakers is,
We've
it's
been
L
Lakers
for
since
L.
Magic and them.
It's L for L, period. Purple and gold show all day. That's it. That's all. That's all we
You want
have
to
to
say a
say.
little prayer for joy? You want to say a little prayer for joy? Should we pray for joy? She make it back to her right mind.
All right. He said he there Vegas, he gonna be there. Be where? Wait, where we?
Are you gonna be here on the 18th?
No, he said he in Vegas. No, because Larry live
Oh,
out here. He live out here.
oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well, we might as well get together. We're gonna have to plan a little outing.
Thank you. It was a clever little thing that we thought up. We had to get our wheels to spinning and get some oil on them, and we just finally came up with the name West Coast Bells. Oh, he said opening day. He live in Vegas. Okay, all right, yeah, he gonna be at the Raiders. All right, yeah, we gonna be at the New Year's Day game because it's right between me and my husband's birthday. See him on December 28th, and he right there on R. Kelly birthday, January 8th. I didn't say that though, but we
Damn
gonna hit up the
Capricorns.
yeah, we're Capricorns, darling. We're gonna hit up the New Year's Day game because the Niners play the Raiders, and he's a Niners fan, and Mama's a Raider. We're house divided. I ain't cooking shit. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing
I
nothing.
wasn't gonna say nothing, but why is all of the Capricorns mannish?
Girl, look, I had a whole post about it. Like, look, you see, who else was a Capricorn? Martel Holt is a Capricorn.
Ray J.
Ray J is a Capricorn.
We
Peter,
Capricorns.
Peter Pankey is a Capricorn.
Tyrese is a
Tyrese is a
Capricorn.
Capricorn.
All the
Yeah.
womanizers.
R. Kelly is a Capricorn. I know, I know.
Yeah,
He
it's a
said, I'll
mess.
be there Niners New Year's Day. He'll be there. Hey, we gonna be there. We can hey, we can set it up. We can make it a thing because we will be there.
I'm gonna be there too for sure. In the stadium,
For
Allegiant
sure.
Stadium, that is.
Yeah, and
The
we
Death Star.
and we talking about grown people things here because the cheapest ticket is 450, and that's the nosebleed section. Okay, and that's for the New Year's Day game. Most of the tickets at Allegiant on all of the games are very expensive, except for the preseason. You get into that regular season, and you're gonna be spending 600 or more
It's
if you
only
want some good
expensive
seats.
if you ain't got it.
Bam.
Um, but yeah, let's go on and wrap this thing up, sis. You know we both got to go to work in the morning, so
Oh yeah, again, girl, I
got
gotta
to get
get
back to this corporate shit.
all day. I gotta get up, get dressed, and go into my office in the room next to my room.
Right. And my office is in the kitchen, but I'm leaving corporate America this time next year. I'll be done with corporate. So y'all, God willing, y'all pray for me and my and our YouTube channel so so I
Yeah,
can quit this shit.
yes, and all of our other business endeavors. I mean, we do have the West Coast Bells Detangling
LLC.
Solution coming out too.
Yep. And the West Coast
So
Bells LLC here
yes,
in Las Vegas,
so,
Nevada that we about to work on. Got a lot of new products coming and other business ventures, business
yes. So
endeavors.
pray for us, and we will pray for y'all. We are sending out love and light and positivity. Anything that you wish to do in this whole world, we pray that it is manifested in your life. All right.
Yep.
It's the
And hit
West
us
Coast.
up.
Hey, it's the West Coast Bell signing off.
Please hit the bell for your bells.
Please hit the bell for your bells.